right here from the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. As you see, Chris Jericho teams up with Sammy Guevara. Chris Jericho and Sammy not on the same page. They try to work together tonight. We'll get that there. Also, too, Britt Baker was supposed to be in the women's World Cup. Well, unfortunately, we have some breaking news that Tony Khan sent that Dr. Britt Baker will not be competing in the World Cup. We'll get to that in a minute about her situation and what's going on with her. Started with this. John Moxley was in
Uno, dos, tres.
Moxley took on Tomoshi Ishii in Torn between the two.
Uno, dos, tres.
Moxley won his match over stuff. Sorry about the music, folks. Like we said earlier and stuff, what's going to go down, what's happening and stuff. Well, we move on to another one as Dr. Britt Baker was supposed to be in action. tonight, but she'll be in action next week in the Owen Cup against Ruby Soho. Well, Ruby Soho didn't waste no time whatsoever. Um, got show you the wrong clip. This is what Ruby Soho didn't waste no time on Sky Blue doing Britt Baker's move and stuff to prove a point to Britt. So we know next week Ruby Soho will meet Britt Baker next week in the Women's Owen Cup. This time, Ruby Soho looking to prove a point at the she pinned Britt last year in the finals. This time they're gonna be back around. This what AEW President Tony Khan had tweeted right here that due to the illness, the last year's winner of the tournament, Britt Baker, isn't clear the rest of the night. Ruby Soho will be in action, but the tournament will take place next week. So Britt Baker trying to get herself together. So we'll wait and see how this is going to play out eventually. Well, Jungle Boy Jack Perry has a new look and a new attitude about himself. Jungle Boy Jack Perry even said that he's done with the fans. He believes the fans turned on him, and he was talking about Hooked and everybody else. He even said that he's um, cashing checks, banging the hottest chick in the world. I guess he's talking about Anna J, but I mean Anna J might be beautiful to you, but Anna J might not be beautiful to me. But that's what's going on. I think Jungle Boy is totally pissed. He looks for a new look, a new attitude, a new reason for the season. I think he's trying to figure out himself as he goes. So only time will tell on what's going on with Jungle Boy and to see how Jungle Boy Jack Perry will do on his own. But him being a heel, I understand if he's gonna do that, he might as well go back to Christian and Luchasaurus and try to you know resolute with them and be there. They all be nasty heels and take on Hook and stuff, but they ain't gonna do that. But we'll have to wait and see on that. Well, we tell you this: Orange Cassidy was in action. It's El Kingo and what's his name? Keith Lee. They was in action. The action was that fast paced and stuff. I think Keith Lee trying to get all he can get. And one thing about Keith Lee, he took on, he helped him with what's his name? Danny Garcia dancing to himself. I don't know why he does that, that stupid dance, but he did it. And he did it, but Keith Lee and his team won the match for themselves and they continue on with the momentum. One thing about Keith Lee is going to keep that momentum going. Him and Orange Cassidy, I could see them going for the championship, the international championship down the road. All three of them trying to vie for Orange Cassidy, but we'll have to wait and see on that. Well, we know this: the Young Bucks and Hangman Page, the Elite, was in action, and the Elite was in action against the Dark Order. The Dark Order feels like Alan Page is neglecting them, which he kind of is. He's neglecting. And Alan Page ain't you know how that be. Don't care, but we just have to wait and see on that and how that's gonna play out eventually. Page and everybody else, we just have to see. You know how that be going forward and stuff and that. So I don't know who. I think there was them in the car. I think, believe so. So we had to wait. Even they did some with the Blackpool Combat Club. I don't know the Dark Order, the Blackpool Combat Club, going to join forces to take down the Elite. Only time will tell on that. Even we didn't see Kenny Omega tonight. He wasn't there. Omega and Will Ospreay still having their feud going on. Omega lost the U.S. title to Ospreay at the Forbidden Door. So hey, none of that went and stuff. Speaking of that, Johnny TV made his debut. Johnny TV made his debut along with QT Marshall. They'll take on the Hardy Boys next week. On this week on Rampage. So look forward to seeing that as well. A nostalgia match as well. Now we know that this week on Collision. Juice Robinson taking on Ricky Starks in the men's tournament final. Plus two, veteran grappler Dustin Rhodes take on Powerhouse Hobbs this Saturday, as well as Samoa Joe taking on Roger Strong. Three Owen Cup finals, quarterfinals matches to kick off for Collision in Canada. Plus two, Ruby Soho, not Ruby Soho, but Chris Stanley defends her TBS championship against Lady Frost. This is the open challenge for the TBS Women's Championship. So we'll see that match as well. So hey, know that be. Well, we know this. The main event. The main event was this. Samuel Guevara and Chris Jericho, the Painmaker, taking on Darby Allin and Sting. Chris Jericho wanted to be the Painmaker, and he did try to bring the pain. Even with the Sting and Chris Jericho having their one-on-one match, having somewhat of a match together. They never did in WWE and WCW. The Stinger tried to utilize all the moves he can do. Did the Scorpion Deathlock. He did everything. Even Sammy Guevara did these high flying moves with Darby Allin as well. Darby, Sting flying, lying on Sammy, taking Sammy down. I think Sting think he's still back in 1998 again or 1994 or something. What Sting doing? But Sting won his match with the help of him doing the Scorpion Deathlock on Chris Jericho, the pain. Man, Chris Jericho didn't see it coming. I think Jericho tapped out, and that was it for Chris Jericho. Sting getting his hurrah. We'll know this may be his last one. This might be the beginning of Sting and Jericho before Sting hangs up his boots for good. All right, that ends the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. We're gonna move forward to Wrestling Hot Topics on Wrestling Hot Topics. We told you Daniel Brian Danielson. This is his wife Brie Garcia, Brie Bella. She showed an X-ray of her husband. You can tell right here, his arm is literally broke. I don't know what they're gonna do, but she's saying she didn't know she was proud of him. She was gonna chastise him. But Bree's talking about she ain't gonna put up with that. But I think Brian Danielson doing it for the love of the game and on the love of doing what he doing in order to wrestle. So um, hopefully Daniel Bryan might be out 6 to 8 weeks, depending on the tendon on the bone if he gets healed or not. But we had to wait and see on that. But this was his wife's scent. Speaking of that, Andrew Zarian reported that AEW Grand Slam will be coming back September 20th. So we'll see Grand Slam. Maybe seeing Sting couple of Sting last matches before Sting hangs his boots for good. So hey, you know how that be. Also too, we talked about the AEW Fight Forever game that will be released tomorrow. Get the game whenever you can. Um, they saying someone said, is it worth buying or not? Someone said that the old AK games, WCW ones, No Mercy, this one running matches, they really made those for that. So I guess someone said if you feel like getting this boring ton of exhibition match with a core AEW right, wait for a sale. So hey, you know how that be. I'm buying, everybody gonna buy support AEW. That's how it be. We told you earlier, Britt Baker was supposed to compete against Ruby Soho. She wasn't gonna. She's not gonna compete due to her illness. We don't know what's going on. This is from last year's tournament final, and they were supposed to run it back, but it didn't run back tonight. So Ruby Soho and Britt Baker will meet next week, 1-on-1 for the tournament finals next week. We told you about Collision coming up. Collision with Ricky Starks and Juice Robinson in action, as well as Dustin Rose Runnels taking on Powerhouse Hobbs and Samoa Joe defends going against Roger Strong and Chris Stanley defending the TBS title against Lady Frost. It'll be a hell of a matchup next this week. And Okada, the Rainmaker, came out there. I'm surprised Okada don't want to join AEW. I don't know why they do that, but hey, it is what it is. I guess that's kind of it for this month. This show coming up. We talked about Jungle Boy. There was a shock, Jungle Boy. Even you people did tweets on about what's Jungle Boy saying. I'm still banging this hot beat in this place, tired place. So Jungle Boy trying to make a statement. He did make a statement. We'll see what Hook's got to say about it. And also, two more breaking news. Blood and Guts is coming July 19th. So I can expect that Blackpool Combat Club taking on the Elite in a Blood and Guts match to build that feud into settling in a cage match for that. All right. That's going to do it this week for the AEW Diamond Ring Report. Look for Saturday's Collision on this regular time after Collision. And then before Collision, we'll have the predicted outcome for um, Money in the Bank, and then we'll have the Money in the Bank review. So there's a lot of matches that's gonna come your way this week. But we're gonna leave you with this. We're gonna leave you with the Stinger, putting the Scorpion Deathlock on Chris Jericho, making Jericho the Painmaker his installment tap out. So hey, Sting getting the last laugh. Thank you for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. I've been your host, Kendrick Dick, saying so long, and thank you for watching the Pro Wrestling Show. We'll see you Friday. This whole weekend will be filled with Collision and Money in the Bank. See you then.